Hey, Cold Cats, it's Paul from the Magic Word.
Hey, it's Rob.
And today we're talking about the legends from the Jumpstart set, all the hybrid legends. So that is a legendary creature that has a hybrid symbol in its cost. So, for example, the first one we're going to look at is Emiel, the Blessed. It's a white card, but it has a green and white hybrid symbol, meaning it has to be in a green and white deck, at least. No mono white. It can be more, though. It's a 4/4 for 4. Great legendary unicorn. I think this is the first legendary unicorn. For 3, you can exile another target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. And then whenever another creature enters under your control, you can pay green or white. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on it. If it's a unicorn, put 2 1/1 counters instead.
Ooh. Dualicorn. No.
There's not much to say about it in terms of the unicorn strategy. There's just not enough unicorns to make a commander deck around unicorns.
No,
Unfortunately,
there's not.
Unfortunately, I think this card would more play into degenerate, just like ETB value, like rune decks, you know, the stuff that Blink likes to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's repeatable, which is nice. Does Rune tap? Rune taps, right?
Yeah.
So you know when you blink one creature a turn, this guy says like you, and then you have the possibility of being in green, which is like the ramp color. So you're gonna have like all of this mana just to start blinking your stuff in and out, in and out, in and out. Hopefully making it bigger. I mean, green has a lot of stuff to help put extra +1/+1 counters on it, like have hardened scales, you have doubling season. So you can start, I mean, if you want to go hardcore and just go pure unicorns, you can start with like the cute little wimpy 1/1s and 2/2s, and then with all the green pump, you can be like massive destroyers. You can have a loyal unicorn be the lieutenant of this unicorn.
That's a very loyal unicorn.
Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to creatures you control. Ooh, other creatures you control have vigilance. That's not bad, actually.
Uh-oh.
Not
getting
bad.
Your juices going?
That's it.
You're going to start your unicorn deck now?
All right. Next up, we have the blue hybrid commander. We have Inniaz, the Gale Force. You get a 4/4 flying Djinn for 3 blue. It has flying, as all good Djinn do. It also has the activated ability pay 2 and then a hybrid wider blue. So attacking creatures with flying get +1/+1 until end of turn. So it's kind of like a flying lord, which is pretty cool. It also has this ability. Whenever 3 or more creatures you control with flying attack, each player gains control of a non-land permanent of your choice controlled by the player to their right. So everyone just like reaches to their right and grabs something. But you're in charge of all the swapping. Like, you're in charge of what winds are blowing in this cyclone. Like, oh, like, your unicorn is mine now. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, wow.
You get, like, by Eldrazi Spawn, you are the proud parent of a 0/1.
I thought each person got to choose. Okay,
each player gains control, of your choice.
This Gale Force is much better than I thought.
Gosh. Yeah.
I was like, wouldn't you just always take their Djinn that's making you do all this weird stuff? But you get to be in control of the blowing everything around. Okay.
Exactly. So I like the support for flying. Like, I've been wanting to make a bird deck with a good bird general. The Gale Force might be it, just because, I mean, blue isn't known for like its like punchiness, right. But I really like that it's giving it kind of like an ability to like pump up your flying army. I like that it's limited, which makes it a little harder to use. But I mean, birds, owls, like, it's going to be good.
After your Sage Owl comes into play, you can give it to your opponent.
What? No, like, no one gets to touch my Sage Owl except me. Like, Sage Owl is my pet card. So, like, if you kill it, like, I'm going after you the whole game. No, it's there for everyone to look at and admire, but no touchy.
When I saw that it had to do with exchanging permanents, I thought you might want to put it in a more creature-based Zedru deck.
Yeah. Ooh. Zedru? Oh my gosh. Because, wait, Zedru says you get to draw and gain life for every permanent you give away?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay.
So the next one we have is Kels, the Fight Fixer. For 2 black and 2, you have an Azra Warlock. So 2 of the newer creature types that we've seen in Magic put together. She is a 4/3 with Menace. Whenever you sacrifice a creature, you can pay blue or black, and if you do, you draw a card. You can also pay 1 and sacrifice a creature to give Kels indestructible until end of turn.
Ooh. So it's kind of like all of your creatures have cycling.
Yeah.
And when you cycle this creature from play, your general gets indestructible.
Right. So she benefits off sacrifice, and she's a sack outlet in herself.
Yeah. I mean, Black is always looking for sack outlets. The 1 mana kind of like keeps her under control. Like
Right.
Free sack outlets go crazy. So
Right.
I like how they put it only costs 1, so that gives you the chance to use your extra mana to draw an extra card. So
Right.
I like that. So
yeah, I think she's pretty good. Her
She's a
stats aren't too crazy for 4. She's just a solid card that might have some degeneracy once I throw all of the Fleshbag Marauders and all those cards into a deck.
Oh, Pain Artist has a new friend. All right, in the red category, we have Sethron, the Herloon General. For all of you Minotaur fans out there, you get a 4/4 Minotaur Warrior for 3 red. Sethron has the ability, whenever Sethron, Herloon General, or another non-token Minotaur enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/3 red Minotaur creature token. Nice. Brings more bodies to the fight. He also has the activate ability 2 and either a black or a red, so a Rakdos hybrid. Minotaurs you control get +1/+0 and menace and haste until end of turn. Dang. I thought I was just going to say menace, but the sentence kept going.
I know. Keep reading that one.
That's awesome. So you play your general, you get another Minotaur for free, and then you just like menace and haste. Boom. Oh.
Right. The Death Bellow Warcry from Theros. Ooh. It's like a big red spell that lets you search your library for 4 Minotaurs and put them into play. So there's a couple Minotaur lords, and then I guess like Neheb or another big Minotaur. So you get those 4, and then you get 4 2/3s, and then you give them all menace and haste, and hopefully you can kill 1 player with all that work.
Dang, someone's getting gored. Gouged? Gored.
Both. One horn is going to gouge and 1 horn is going to gore.
Dang. Beautiful art. I like the callback to the old original.
Right, the Herloon Minotaur.
From Alpha. Like, Herloon! I love it. And 2/3. Oh, brings me back.
Okay, so we got the final one. We got Neyith of the Dire Hunt, which is a human warrior for 2 and 2 green. You get a 3/3. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control fight or become blocked, you get to draw a card. That's really good in a green deck. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 2 and red or green hybrid. If you do, double target creature's power until end of turn, and that creature must be blocked. So that is really good.
Take your biggest trampler, double its power, which is not double strike, by the way. It's just doubling the power.
Right.
So just double the power of your biggest creature, then give it double strike, and then it's like quadruple strike.
Yeah.
Dang. Green card draw. Beautiful. It's not an elf, which is a plus.
Good, yeah.
Oh, makes me happy.
And I'm just thinking of before you get to that setup where you have a big double striking trampler, before then you can play creatures that put lands into play, and then just send those off to attack and make sure they get blocked to fuel your card draw. You're going to keep drawing as your little dorks. Like once they come into play and you get your land out of it, you don't really need them anymore.
Yeah.
You can send them out. They must be blocked, and you get to draw a card. So to make sure you draw into your whatever fierce setup you have going on. And you can put Xenagos in this deck too, which I think goes really well with what you were describing.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I like these cards. Which
Do you
one's your
have
favorite?
a top favorite? Me? Oh, I I like the Gale Force. It's
Yeah,
chaotic. It lets me because it's blue, so
it's
blue
gonna
likes
pump
to
up your
clone
birds.
things. But if I'm cloning things, you still have your copy. Why don't I just like steal
Uh,
your copy and then clone it? So I like the little chaos there. I like the focus on flying because I really like birds. I like flying creatures. So that's my top pick for just like flavor. What's standing out to you?
well, so I like Minotaurs recently because of Mogus. Like, I didn't like that Mogus is a Minotaur. I don't really care that he's a Minotaur, but I've just been playing Mogus for so long that I just feel kind of like I'm in their clan. So when they print a Minotaur in general, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But this, he's so, like, his abilities are so, he costs 5. I already have a really expensive Minotaur deck in Fire Song and Sunspeaker. That's 6. Like, I don't need another expensive Minotaur. So my favorite out of these is Kels, that just sacrifice, grind people down, attrition, keep drawing. I'm drawing while you're sacrificing. Ugh. Okay, well, that's all we have for today. I'll see you in the future.
Bye.